That's that Arizona tea. Ooh. Okay. What's going on YouTube? It's your girl Mercedes. Mercedes gang. Ooh. You feel me? The gang, because we don't come with no price tag. Period. Actually, today I'm wearing my awareness bracelet. Not sure if y'all can see that. 10 times doorbell cameras captured something terrifying. Oof, I just happened to come across this video and I just wanted to check it out and record and see maybe if we can all react to this, to be honest.
At first glance, it looks like a normal doorbell camera recording. But within seconds, something happens that's enough to send chills down your spine. A Reddit user named Emma reposted a security camera that had already been circulating online and was originally uploaded to YouTube. The identity of the homeowner and the exact location remain unknown, but the footage itself is enough to make anyone rethink their home security. The video shows what appears to be a shared hallway inside an apartment building, captured by a Ring doorbell camera. Suddenly, a person walks into frame. What immediately raises alarm is that the individual appears to be holding a knife. Instead of approaching a single apartment, the person begins moving methodically from door to door, bending down and checking underneath each doormat. Many viewers believe he's searching for spare keys.
Do you know how disrespectful that is? You need to get your little ass on somewhere. I can't tell if he's wearing a dress or a sheet, but he needs to figure it out. He must be on some shit, I don't know.
Hidden under the mats, likely hoping to find an easy way into someone's home. The man's appearance sparked a heated debate in the comments. Some people think he looks disoriented or possibly under the influence of drugs, while others argue that his behavior seems deliberate rather than random. If there's one takeaway from this video, it's simple. Always lock your doors and never leave a spare key where someone might think to look.
I don't ever have, that's too dangerous.
Almost every night, a sleepwalking neighbor shows up in the backyard and starts doing genuinely disturbing things. A woman named Mandy, who lives in Western Massachusetts, began sharing dozens of unsettling videos on TikTok, all captured by security cameras around her home. In each clip, the same pattern repeats. The neighbor lives nearby, yet for some reason, she regularly walks over to Mandy's house late at night and wanders around the property, behaving in a strange and unsettling way.
Oh, nah, bro. I would have had a shotgun at the back door. Like, what the fuck was that? Are you taunting me? No. But she could be... I don't know. I can't... No. That's a little unsettling.
It was later revealed that the woman suffers from a severe form of sleepwalking.
Okay. I was thinking like schizophrenic or maybe like sleepwalk. I don't know. I just thought it was something because I don't think...
She seems drawn specifically to Mandy's yard. In the footage, she can be heard making disturbing noises, growling, hiding as if someone is after her, approaching the front door, and whispering in an eerie voice, asking to be let inside. Mandy has repeatedly asked her neighbor to either secure her home at night or seek medical help, but the issue has been ignored.
All right, so she ran up through there, and then she came behind that tree, and she ran this way. It looked like she went either behind that shed with the garage door or between the two sheds, but I'm not 100% sure. I know she ran in this direction. However, it was so far away that I couldn't tell if she actually went behind and into the woods or if she just went down the driveway and onto the road.
She has also contacted the police multiple times, yet nothing has changed, and the nightmare continues.
No, that would piss me off. Like, if you've done everything that you were supposed to do and nobody's doing anything or nothing is being done, at that point, I feel like now it's time to just take charge. Because that's ridiculous. It really is. Like, you're not finna come up in my shit and, make my life miserable. Hell no.
On November 22nd, 2019,
This
at
is
around
even
8
more
p.m.,
scarier.
a
Child.
doorbell camera at a home in the Harriet Creek Ranch neighborhood in Texas captured a young girl approaching the front door. She was holding a flashlight and looked extremely frightened. The girl kept glancing over her shoulder, as if checking whether someone might be following her.
Yo, y'all need to just pull her in.
Help, please.
Unfortunately for her, the house she approached was empty. The homeowners were away on vacation, so there was no one there to answer the door. This seemed to make her even more panicked as she continued begging for help.
Help, please. Please help.
By the time the homeowners later noticed the footage, it was already too late. The girl had long since disappeared, and there were no signs of her anywhere in the neighborhood. But one question remained: who was this girl, and why did she come to
That was about to be my question. I'm like, who is she?
their door that night in such a terrified state? The homeowners didn't recognize her, and she didn't look like any of the neighborhood kids either. They contacted the police and uploaded the footage online, hoping someone might recognize her. Sadly, 6 years have passed since the video was recorded,
That's sad.
and the girl has
Oh
never
my
been identified.
gosh.
Still, people on the internet have come up with several theories about what might have happened. One of the more tragic theories suggests that the girl may have been 9-year-old Serenity Dennard, who had gone missing earlier that same year. Serenity had been diagnosed with reactive attachment disorder and disruptive mood dysregulation disorder. Because of this, she often struggled with emotional instability and had attempted to run away multiple times. She had been staying at Black Hills Children's Home, a youth treatment facility near Rockerville, South Dakota. Unfortunately, staff members were unable to keep proper track of her, and on February 3rd, 2019, she ran away from the facility. A massive search effort involving more than 1,200 people was launched.
Yeah.
Despite their efforts,
And I ain't even gonna lie, like, this isn't even my hometown, but I'm from South Dakota, and it's like, this is just devastating to even hear.
however,
honestly.
no trace of Serenity was ever found. The leading theory was that she may have run into the wooded area surrounding the facility, gotten lost, and died from exposure to the cold. However, police did not rule out the possibility of foul play. This is where the mysterious doorbell footage comes in. Many people speculated that the girl in the video might have been Serenity, who had disappeared 9 months earlier. Some believed that a kidnapper could have taken her to another state, and that after months in captivity, she managed to escape and tried to ask for help. Although Serenity's family reviewed the footage and said the girl in the video was not her, many people online still believe the possibility cannot be ruled out. Investigators were never able to find Serenity, and the search was officially suspended in early 2021. The girl seen in the haunting doorbell footage has never been identified either, leaving the entire case an unsolved mystery. What would you do if you suddenly heard someone screaming for help in your neighborhood?
Call 911. That's exactly what I'm doing, is calling the cops. Like, that's, especially if it's a scream like that.
This disturbing incident was captured by a doorbell camera
Oh yeah, let me
in
get
the
my
Lamert Park neighborhood of Los Angeles in 2019. In the footage, a car can be seen driving past the house, while the sound of a woman desperately crying out for help can be heard coming from inside the vehicle. After reports of a possible abduction, the doorbell footage prompted authorities to begin investigating the incident. Police later stated that when officers first arrived at the scene, they found no clear evidence of a kidnapping. However, the disturbing footage seems to suggest otherwise. The woman can be heard crying and repeatedly begging for help for more than 30 seconds.
Is that not evidence? And they're just standing there.
The car passes by the camera around 11 p.m., just as the homeowner steps outside to see what is happening. She also claims she heard a man's voice saying, "Sorry." According to her, the footage appears to show the man pulling the woman's hair while she sits in the passenger seat. The vehicle then left the neighborhood with its trunk still open. After the video was shared online, authorities launched an investigation into a possible kidnapping, but it ultimately produced no results.
That shit pisses me off.
Have you
I
ever seen a
swear.
video where you can't quite tell what's going on, yet somehow it still feels deeply unsettling? That's exactly the case with this clip, which began circulating online without any context. It appears to be security footage from a camera mounted on the porch of a home. An unknown person, dressed as a clown, walks up the porch steps carrying a sack wrapped in red fabric. It looks like he's trying to send some kind of message to the homeowner, or maybe just scare them, by leaving the sack at the door and knocking. But the real question remains, what's actually inside the bag? The clown then starts wandering around the porch in a seemingly random way, peering through the windows and the front door. The video that spread online cuts off shortly after, leaving viewers disturbed and wondering what happened next. Later, it was discovered that the video had been uploaded to the YouTube channel Billy the Fridge under the title Creepy Killer Clown Sighting. Most likely, it was simply a prank played on neighbors or friends, which
That's not
means
a
that
prank.
whatever people imagined was
That shit is not funny. That's not funny, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I remember in early high school, something like that. We had that whole, like, killer clown phase, whatever. I'm pretty sure everybody remembers that. Anybody, at least in the class of, like, between freaking 2018 to, like, 2020, 2021, they probably remember all that. This is not funny. Like, it's one thing to go and, like, knock on someone's door or whatever, but that's not funny. That's like a whole nother level of like, are you crazy?
inside the sack was probably nothing more than a prop. This disturbing video shocked viewers after a homeowner's doorbell camera captured a tense late-night encounter. In the footage, recorded at an undisclosed location, a man can be seen approaching the house carrying what appear to be a sword, an axe, and a hammer. His behavior suggests he's searching for something, which led one viewer to speculate that he might have been looking for a hidden spare key. Fortunately, after a short time searching around the property, the man appears unable to find what he was looking for. He eventually leaves the area without attempting to enter the home. Although the man's intentions remain unclear, the unsettling footage serves as a chilling reminder of
I feel like the intentions were pretty clear. You're probably at a property you shouldn't be at. You're over here looking for a spare key. You have weapons on you. Like, I don't know how more clear it can be.
the importance of security cameras
At that, you're
and
a
why
whole
it's never a
stranger.
good idea to leave spare keys hidden outside your house. This creepy and unusual clip was posted on the TikTok account Anton Rakis, where it quickly racked up a huge number of views. Even after the creator confronted the strange man and asked why he was following him, the man continued trailing behind him.
Oh, that's scary. Oh my god.
When the creator eventually got off the train, the man lost sight of him, allowing him to return safely to his apartment. However, the following day the mysterious individual
the
appeared again. This time, he was already inside the building.
Oh no.
Shocked and frightened, the creator quickly rushed back to his apartment and locked the door. But before he could even process what was happening, a sudden, aggressive knock came from the other side. Feeling that the situation was becoming dangerous, the man
Why he ain't got no gat? Or you can poke a hole through there, spray some bear spray, you know? There's options. You can be creative with it, you know what I mean? Like, this is just weird. Like, I don't know why people do this stuff. Oh my god.
called the police.
I'm not even playing. Fucking weirdo.
I really started to be scared. He stayed quiet at my door for at least 20 minutes. I don't know if he's still here. I just called the cops. They should be here in 10 minutes. Open the door.
Oh,
And
hell
after
no,
a wait
man.
that seemed endless, the police finally arrived.
There you go. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. Lock him up. Real talk. But the fact that you were dumb enough to really sit there for that long and didn't think he was calling the cops or anything, like, I don't... That was stupid. Now you ask the cop.
And after 48 hours, I received a call.
Yes, hello, Mr. Rucker.
Yeah.
They let him
hello?
out, didn't they?
So we proceed to arrest the individual who followed you to your home, but he has no criminal record and he has committed no offense. So I wanted to inform you that he has been released.
Shortly afterward, officers arrived and escorted the stranger out of the building. A few days later, the creator received a call from the police informing him that the strange stalker had no criminal record and that technically no crime had been committed. Because of that, the man was released. The next video tells the story of a man named Jeff Richards, who has been documenting a disturbing situation involving his neighbor for several years. Since 2017, Jeff has been collecting video evidence of an unwelcome neighbor sneaking around his home at night and engaging in increasingly strange behavior. On September 30th, 2017, Jeff uploaded a video to his YouTube channel titled Creepy Neighbor Caught on Security Camera. It was the first in a long-running series, with the final video posted in 2021. At first glance, many of the clips seem fairly uneventful. Just a man walking around at night, not doing anything particularly threatening. He stays on his side of the fence, and his appearances are brief. Sometimes he appears to be looking for something, and while this typically happens between 2 and 4 a.m., it doesn't seem too alarming at first. But the more you watch, the more suspicious his behavior becomes. He frequently peers over Jeff's fence, seemingly interested in his property, though it's unclear what exactly he's looking for. In some videos, the man is seen carrying a rifle, reportedly for hunting birds, but viewers understandably found this unsettling.
It is unsettling.
Things take a truly when the neighbor begins interacting with Jeff's security camera. At first, he just stares directly at it with a creepy smile. Then, he starts shining a flashlight into the lens, almost as if to say, "I see you." Eventually, he escalates to making rude gestures at the camera. In the comments under the fourth video, Jeff revealed that this man has been acting this way for over 30 years. When Jeff's children were just 6 and 8, he caught the neighbor taking photos of them near the side of the house.
That would have been it already for me. That would have pissed me off. Like, why the hell are you taking photos of my kids? You know what I mean? Like, that would have gave me enough motivation to get out of there. I'm done. That's crazy.
Jeff says he reported the behavior to the police, but nothing was done. Viewers have speculated that the neighbor might be sleepwalking, intoxicated, or suffering from dementia. As a result of this ongoing situation, Jeff's family eventually installed a tall privacy fence. When asked for updates, Jeff confirmed that the strange behavior hasn't stopped. The neighbor still comes out at night, shines his flashlight around, and occasionally makes obscene gestures toward the camera, though now with longer gaps between incidents. On the night before Thanksgiving in 2020, Joey Archer, his wife Beth, and their young daughters were fast asleep in their home in Rainier, Washington. Around 6:30 a.m., they were suddenly jolted awake by the sound of their doorbell ringing frantically. Joey jumped out of bed and rushed to the front door, thinking a neighbor might be in trouble. While he went to check, Beth pulled up their security camera footage and was horrified to see that her car was no longer in the driveway. What she saw next was even more disturbing. A bearded man, someone she didn't recognize, was trying to break into Joey's car using a shovel. When Joey got to the front door and saw it for himself, he realized the man appeared unstable and potentially dangerous. He decided not to confront him directly and instead called the police, helplessly watching as the man continued to smash the vehicle. Meanwhile, Beth ran to their daughters' rooms to alert them. She told them someone was trying to break into the house and instructed them to climb out the window and run to the barn to hide until they figured out what to do. As the girls ran for safety, Joey noticed the intruder had shifted his focus away from the car and was now approaching the house, still holding the shovel.
Oh, hell no.
Realizing their lives were in
What the
immediate
fuck is wrong
danger,
with this guy?
Joey waited until the man smashed the glass on the front door, then grabbed the shovel from him and struck him twice in the head. He chased the
hell
man
nah,
into the
man.
yard and managed to pin him down until the police arrived. Out of concern for their safety, the family chose not to publicly identify the intruder. However, authorities charged the man with residential burglary, trespassing, and attempted vehicle theft. Trying to piece together how the man had gotten onto their property, the Archers reviewed their security footage. What they discovered was chilling. The man had been lurking around for nearly half an hour before anyone woke up. He'd rummaged through their garage and had even managed to back one of their cars into a ditch. Described the ordeal as every father's worst nightmare and urged other families in the area to install home security systems for protection. Following the terrifying event, Joey purchased both a shotgun and a pistol
He should have
and
been.
upgraded
Oh
the
my
barn's
god.
locks and surveillance systems to make sure nothing like
Hey,
this
but he
ever
did his
happened
part
again.
though. Big Papa.
As for the man, it was never confirmed whether he was under the influence of drugs or alcohol. But the fact that he stood at the door ringing the bell for several minutes before trying to break in strongly suggests that he wasn't in his right mind.
Yeah.
It's possible he was suffering from a serious mental illness, but since the family decided to keep the case private, we'll probably never know for sure.
Oh, it's
This
in
disturbing
Florida?
Ring doorbell camera clip
Ooh,
surfaced online after a
wee.
frightening late-night incident in Florida. The footage was posted
Somebody's
on X by the account
mad.
Clown World and quickly began circulating as viewers tried to understand what exactly the camera had captured in the early hours of the morning.
Oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah. Buddy, you got anger issues. You need to go to class. You need to take some anger management classes. You need to go pray. Do something with yourself because that's ridiculous. It's a camera. You must be like mentally ill.
Reports say that a family inside the home was asleep while all of this was happening.
Wow.
After the video spread online, viewers reacted with shock and outrage. Many questioned how someone could approach a family home in the middle of the night while armed. Others pointed to reports that the suspect was later taken into custody, only to become eligible for bond just a few days later.
Concerning, very concerning. Let's see. The first one is genuinely one of the scariest I've ever seen. Why that very young girl was outside the house asking for help. It breaks my heart not knowing what happened to her. I agree, 100%. That is very fucking sad. 6 years? Like, dude. First guy was on meth legit. Okay, gardening hose shower will fix that. That's sleepwalking, bro. But talking, moving around all too perfectly, and trying to open doors, twisting doorknobs. Yeah, that not sleepwalking anymore. 249. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments down below on what you guys think about these captures. Man, you know, I hope like these people can find some type of like peace after that, because I don't know, something like that would freak me out pretty badly for a minute. I don't know. Anyways, please like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Y'all can also send me any other videos you want to see at Mercedes5_. And I'm gonna catch y'all in another mother freaking video. Deuces.